No run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 22 carries, 109 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. First down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete here to Doyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Carson Wentz had Zach Ertz and later Dallas Goedert during his time in Philadelphia as excellent tight ends. But I think he'll grow to like Jack Doyle as well with the Colts. That connection there gives him a first down.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into it. Territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Jackson. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Mack. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Oh, what a move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Wentz now to throw. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. And a A good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. The 30. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all, and when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed, that's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards.
Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Wentz now on 1st down. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wentz. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. A Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year-2 leap. Now
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Jackson to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sand. Adafe Ore in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. A final shot before half for Wentz. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. So we're at halftime. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Throwing side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Jackson. Open man breaking. He's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cut?
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. This to the outside for Mack. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Brown. looking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. And the Colts coming out now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that. Type of result on each and every attempt.
From the 29, Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Dobbins. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Edwards. And pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball. Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. 1st down and more for Jackson. And finally wrestled down at the 11. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Escaping the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
From the 25 on second down, Wentz. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.